Welcome back to John Madden Sales. Today we're going to talk with Victoria Birdsall. She had a successful junior career and after graduating from Boston College worked for a few professionals and now has circled back and is part of the JMS team. So Victoria, what brought you to John Madden Sales?
Well, I rode with John and Beezy at the end of my junior career a bit, and I loved their system and the training that I got at the time. And John actually gave me a horse to ride for the junior young rider team that went to Europe in 2015. And after that, I went to college, graduated, worked for a few other professionals in the industry, and then the timing was right now that I could come back, and they needed somebody, and I had some horses to ride, and I got to come back, and I'm happy to be here.
Awesome. So how are John and Beezy's philosophies aligned with yours?
I love that the program here is centered around the welfare and the care of the horses. The horses always come first, and I also really enjoy that the horses get to be horses here, and they get to go out in the paddock for hours and enjoy themselves and not always be training.
Completely agree. What do your horses love about life on Madden Mountain?
For sure, they love the turnout. The paddocks are huge, the grass is amazing, and they all get to be out for as long as they want. I think also training here, it's a really nice facility that we have the sand ring, the indoor, but there's also a huge grass field with hills and natural fences and there's trails, so there's a lot for them to see. They're not just kind of working in an arena every single day.
How do you like living on Madden Mountain and being a part of the community of Cazenovia?
I love living on Madden Mountain because my horses love it here. It's a beautiful property, and everybody that works here is a really close-knit group and gets along really well. The town of Cazenovia is adorable, and there are lots of lakes around, so I usually, on a nice afternoon, will take my paddleboard out on the lakes, and I really love it here.
What is one piece of advice that John has given you that you've adopted into your daily routine or your riding?
Something that John says a lot is you score your faults at the fence, but you earn your faults in between the fences. So basically, that means your riding in between the jumps on course is more important than your actual ride at the fence. You know, your balance, the horse's canter, the impulsion, all of that actually has more weight than your ride at the jump. Also, that means, your work at home, your work in between classes, in between shows, everything you're doing carries over, and that all is what's gonna produce the most clear rounds for you.
What's one piece of advice that Beezy's given you that you've adopted into your daily routine or your riding?
Beezy and I have been working a lot on my riding with the timing of my aids, so the timing of the half halt, timing of my leg, the timing and use of body position to influence the horse. Excellent timing creates better rideability and better communication with the horse.
What is one piece of advice that you could give a young rider to help them achieve their goals?
My advice to young riders would be to get involved in all aspects of your horse's care. So while it's really important to train and take lessons and work on your riding, it's just as, if not more important, to be involved in the barn with your horse. Know what your horse is eating, know what the vet is doing, be involved with the farrier, or be involved with the dentist. Try to be around. If you don't take care of your own horse, get to know what your groom is doing with your horse. How do your horse's legs look? How do their feet look? I think just being in the barn and spending time with everybody that works in the barn and with all of the horses is hugely important. And I think will be better for our sport in the future if we have well-rounded horsemen.
Thank you very much, Victoria, for joining us today. If you like what you see and you want to see more, please subscribe to the John Madden Sales YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook and Instagram.